Prepositional verbs in active and passive voice. In active and passive voice, prepositional verbs are not left. Prepositions followed by the verbs are never left. Suppose the boys laughed at the beggar, that is act as the preposition. We are not going to leave this preposition when we change the active into passive voice. The beggar was laughed at by the boys. Suppose we objected to the monitor's proposal. How are we going to change it? Monitor's proposal is the object, so it will become the subject of the sentence. So the monitors So what did we do? We made this subject, the monitor's proposal. The sentence is in past tense, so we added was and objected, and the preposition to by we changes to us. The monitor's proposal was objected to by us. Now, auxiliaries. Auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs also, is changed according to the tense. Now, suppose you must do the job. You must do the job. Okay? So, what is it? The job must be done by you. Do becomes participle. So, the job must be done by you. Our team may lose the cricket match. Our team may lose the cricket match. So, what? The cricket match maybe this is passive. The cricket match the participle of lose is what? Lost by our team. We changes into us, but our remains our only. It does not change. Now, interrogative sentences. What are interrogative sentences? In an interrogative sentences, if you write the structure, you will write it as verb plus subject plus object plus question mark. This is the structure of an interrogative sentences. In passive voice, in active voice, when the sentence is an interrogative sentence, in passive voice, the interrogative sentence does not change its structure. The structure will remain the same. What will be the structure? Verb plus subject plus object plus question mark. It is not going to change. Now, see the example. Has she taken a decision? Has she taken a decision? Now, what will be this question statement, that verb will remain as its place. It will not move in any way, neither in active voice nor in passive voice. What part will be changed? This part will only change. When you say this part, you will find that she is the subject and decision is the object. Leave this. You don't have to see this. This remains the same. Taken is V3 only. Okay, taken is V3 only. Now, when you change this, a decision is taken by her. Okay, when you change this, a decision is taken by her. Now, since it is an interrogative sentence, you will have to add a verb before the subject. So, where is the verb before the subject? This is the verb before the subject. Now, has a decision taken by her. Has a decision taken by her. Now, let us see another example. Who stole my watch? Who stole my watch? What is exception to the rule is, in passive voice, who will become by whom? Who will become by whom? By whom? Stole is a passive is a past tense. So was my watch. Now, stole, the participle of stole is stolen. By whom was my watch stolen? So, what is the exception to the rule when you change the active into passive voice? The exception to the rule is when you have who, WH question who, sentence starting with who, it will change by whom. Who teaches you maths? By whom are you taught maths? Is it clear? So, now let us move to imperative sentences. Let us move to imperative sentences. What are imperative sentences? Imperative sentences gives you order, gives you command, request, advice. These type of sentence comes under imperative sentences. Now the example. Shut the door. What is there in the sentence? There is no subject. The subject is hidden. Whenever the subject is hidden, it will always be you shut the door. You think it like this: you shut the door. Now, imperative sentence, the best way to do the imperative sentence is changing the imperative sentence into passive voice. We use let the door be shut. Shut is the participle, and we have used let. Let the door be shut. Saddle the horse. Let the horse be saddled. Let the horse be saddled. Now, let me complete my homework. Let me complete my homework. You are requested. So, what it is? Let the door. Now, the second way to do it. The second way to do it is shut the door is a request. Then you can add you is always hidden. You are requested to shut the door. But the best way is to do active and passive voice with let. Please come here. Now, the sentence. Please come here. Please come here. You already know that this is a request. So, you are requested to come whenever the word request is used means please do bring me a glass of water. You are requested to bring me a glass of water. So what will it be? You are requested to shut the door. Imperative sentences are clear. What is the best way to do the imperative sentence? The best way to do the imperative sentence is to use let in any case. Is it clear? Now, suppose some examples if I take, so it will be very easy for you to understand. Dog eats bone. Dog eats bone. Dog eats bone. Dog eats. Dog eat bones. That will be, what is it? Bones is what? Bones is a plural. So in passive voice, what are we going to do? We are going to use plural verb for the bones. Bones are eaten. Since there is no article used before the dog, so what we call it? Are eaten by dog. Okay, in active voice or in passive voice, if the subject or the object is followed by an article, either it is a or an or the, you should not leave it. Just as in prepositional verb, you don't leave the preposition. In articles also, when articles is used before the subject of the object in passive voice, these are not left. Second example: why should you suspect Arvind? Why should you suspect Arvind? That is a question mark. That is a question mark. Why? Okay? Why should Arvind be suspected? Okay? You can remain hidden. Or if you want to use you, by you. Or else you can end the sentence over here only. Why should Arvind be suspected? Is it clear? Now, the third one. Who killed the man eater? Who killed the man eater? Who killed the man eater? By whom was the man eater killed? Is it clear? Now, please save me. You are requested to save me. They called him a wise man. He was called a wise man by them. So, with these examples, you might have understood till now the change of active and passive voice very nicely.